We have a very special guest with us today. We have Coach Castille of West Orange Stark Mustangs men's basketball team. Thank you for taking some time out, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, before we dive into basketball for this season, tell us a little bit about your background.
I'm born and raised in Port Arthur, Texas, Southeast Texas, born and raised. I know the area very well. Graduated from Lincoln High School in '02. Started my coaching career in 2010. I was on the coaching staff for the Port Arthur Memorial when they won state in 2018. This is my second year as a head coach at West Orange Stark. So pretty much looking forward to this new year.
And was there a point in when you were younger playing basketball or maybe in college that you just realized, yeah, coaching is for me. I want to coach a basketball team?
It started out my senior year in high school when they had me helping coaching the summer track program, and I realized how I connect with kids. So I started having my passion like volunteer, helping with AAU basketball, helping with the high school program, and helping with tracks. So that's where my passion came that I thought liking to be a head coach one day.
Suppose somebody, a stallion down on like the sixth grade or like at the middle school level, he decided that he wanted to play for your team when he got to high school. What would be some things that you would tell him that you would be looking for that he could develop over the next couple years?
The first thing I look for is somebody that's very disciplined and dedicated. Somebody that I don't have to worry about always disciplining them for not going to class, not showing up, being a leader in the community, listening to their parents. I look for good mannered kids to be a part of the program. And then we'll work with the skill set after that.
You said that you got interested in coaching in your senior year of high school. If you had one of your ball players come to you and say, Coach, you've been somewhat of an inspiration to me, and I see myself being in your shoes in a number of years, what would be some advice you'd give to him as he began his coaching career?
My advice to him is to study, study, study. The main part about the basketball game is building an IQ and knowing the game. The more you study, the more you know, the easier it is to communicate it to the kids. That's the main thing. The kids have to know how to communicate better. So when they learn from you how to communicate to them, the game come by way easier.
And you said that this was your second year as the head coach of West Orange's basketball team. How does your team look this year? As you get ready for district?
This year we're gonna be young, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, but we're gonna build our identity on defense. So that's gonna be the main blueprint for this team. They're gonna be defense, defense, defense.
And are there any kind of games that you're kind of looking forward to playing this year?
Always looking forward to the Silsby game. Always looking forward to the LCM game. The kids get pumped up for that because it's always a rivalry, and the crowds love showing up to that. Every time it's a pack house.
I know that when I went to high school at West Orange, it was and it still is. It's a big football school, and sometimes the other sports they play really hard, but they just kind of get lost in the shuffle, especially if you happen to start your season when the playoffs are still going on for the football team.
Yeah.
But if you were talking to people in the community, and uh, what would be some things you would say to get them behind, just like for some support for the Mustangs basketball team?
To be honest, the Mustang basketball program, the last year from what I seen my first year, have a lot of support. They travel to every district game, away games, playoff game with Pat. I don't have no problem being a little brother when your football program is winning the state in the state of Texas.
Hmm.
I can learn so much from building my program by following from them.
I want to just to kind of like jump tracks just a little bit because it's something that like we kind of like forget when we talk to coaches, because it's like, oh yeah, he coaches West Orange, but to coach on any sort of level, you've also got to be to a certain degree a fan of the game. You've got to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, it shows on the court. Who's your favorite NBA team?
I don't have a favorite NBA team. I follow wherever LeBron go.
Oh, so that pretty much I was about to ask probably the most controversial question of this entire interview: LeBron or Jordan?
Me personally, I'm going with LeBron. He the ultimate team player. My kid can follow him and do everything right.
I know most of the teams are scrimmaging right now. When's your next game, and is that the first official game of the season, or
Yeah, our first official game gonna be on Tuesday on the 15th. We go to Hampshire for net to play them. Uh, they rank in the top 25 in the state this year.
well, Coach? I know it's getting late in the day. You've probably got after school practice to get ready for
Yeah.
Tuesday. And as much as I know that your boys would probably love me to make this a long, drawn out interview so they could get a short practice, I'll let you
Yeah.
get back to it. And Coach, you are more than welcome to come back on the show, talk about the Mustangs and how they're standing. And I'd even like to extend an invitation for any of your players that would like to be interviewed as well. Uh, I like to really like prop up and give like support to young players because, and then like I say is I might interview a guy that's like a second string basketball player today,
Mhm.
and in 10 years, ESPN's playing it as like this boy's first professional interview. So, you know, you never
That's
know
what I
where the
love about
next,
basketball.
you never know
You
where
get
the
it.
great superstar is going to come from.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
Okay. You have a great day, Coach.
You too.